Tottenham have seen a plan to lure former England goalkeeper Ben Foster out of retirement thwarted by the Premier League. Spurs were rocked last week by the news that number 1 Hugo Lloris would miss up to 8 weeks with a knee injury. The injury leaves Antonio Conte with just one senior goalkeeper, Fraser Forster, to select in captain Lloris' absence. As a result, Tottenham explored the possibility of signing a new goalkeeper on a short-term contract outside of the transfer window. Sportsmail has learned that Foster was a leading candidate to fill the void left by Lloris. Tottenham tried to coax goalkeeper-turned-podcaster Ben Foster, pictured out of retirement. Tottenham only have Fraser Forster, right, as a fit senior goalkeeper, with number 1 Hugo Lloris, left, sidelined for 8 weeks with a knee injury. In certain circumstances, clubs are able to register players outside of the transfer window, but require special dispensation to do so. However, their initial intention of tempting former Manchester United and West Brom man Foster out of retirement to sign for the club he supported as a boy, or signing any other goalkeeper, will not be cleared by the Premier League under their current rules, news that arrives as a further blow to the club. Foster, 39, hung up his boots at the end of the last season following Watford's relegation from the Premier League. He was offered a deal by Newcastle to play understudy to first-choice goalkeeper Nick Pope this season. It was an offer he is understood to have given serious consideration to, but he eventually decided to retire from professional football. However, Spurs were giving serious consideration to making a formal move for Foster, who has 8 international caps, as they look to provide experienced cover for Forster, but Spurs are now aware that such a move would be prevented by the Premier League. Forster made only his second Premier League start since joining in the summer against Leicester on Saturday, but ensured a disappointing day as Spurs lost 4-1. Brandon Austin, 24, who hasn't made a single senior appearance for Tottenham, was on the bench at the King Power Stadium. Antonio Conte's side looked into Foster, who hung up his boots as a professional last season. The issue is any move will not be cleared by the Premier League under their current rules. Foster has enjoyed life away from the pitch, playing golf and committing to his Fozcast podcast. Meanwhile, Tottenham fear key midfielder Rodrigo Bentancur has suffered a serious knee injury that could rule him out for the rest of the season. The Uruguayan suffered the problem against Leicester and is now facing a long spell on the sidelines. The concern is that Bentancur has suffered an anterior cruciate ligament injury, but there has been no confirmation over the extent of the damage. Similarly, Ryan Sessegnon is set to miss up to 6 weeks with a hamstring problem sustained in training this week to deliver another crushing injury blow to Conte. The left-back was absent from Saturday's squad that lost 4-1 to Leicester and is now set to miss at least a month. Sessegnon picked up the injury earlier this week at the club's Anfield HQ. The definitive extent of the injury is still to be confirmed, but Sessegnon will be out for an extended period. As well as Lloris, Bentancur and Sessegnon, midfielder Yves Bissouma is also recovering from ankle surgery. Spurs fear Rodrigo Bentancur is out for the remainder of the season with ligament damage.